happened to us? What happened to me? What happened as I let it slip? I was confused by the powers that be, forgetting names and faces. Passers-by were looking at me as if they could erase it. Baby, did you forget to take your meds? Baby, did you forget to take your meds?
Welcome to Transcend Money Community. Today is Monday. We're gonna do the live streaming in English. Spectacular. We have a lot of volume coming in. Yesterday, we're gonna show in the charts what was the prediction in a second, but let's focus in the next hours because we had here a bounce and now just we had a panic sell. And who started this? Of course, if you follow the Transcend Money community, you will know that we have a whale tracker, and we saw just how immediately we had $11 million sold instantly in milliseconds in one trade in Binance futures, and then we have 157 again. So we have whales that they are hammering the price and they try to bring down the price. But at some point we're gonna have the bounce probably now, and let's see how hard is gonna be the bounce. And the point is like, look, the volume entered here was quite strong, and let's see the next hours. So why Tuesday? Tuesday is we have data, macroeconomical data, jobs opening, and inflation. And inflation seems is going to be better or lower. That's the forecast. So that is going to be in. Sorry, I said Tuesday, but it's Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday is going to be jobs opening, and Wednesdays in 1 hour and 20 minutes is going to be the data from inflation. You have that in Transcend Money community website. You can find that website if you want. I can just paste it here. So for me, that's quite relevant because can increase a lot the volatility. And but now let's go to see what the money is telling us in the order book. The biggest, the money with most liquidity right now in the market. As mentioned yesterday, the audio and everything is well, right? please confirm me that the audio is good, because I didn't see the comments. Congratulations, Random. Welcome to Transfer Money. Okay, it seems that the audio and video is good, so we can go for the where is the money. So we have this bounce, and we just lost it, and we saw it exactly why, because two whales sold immediately 100 and 100 bitcoins, more than 100, more than 10 millions in one click. And this is what yesterday we were saying, that very careful with the whales. So right now we have liquidity at 94. So at some point it's gonna go to get liquidated the shorts. But right now the market is, if you look all the top 10 prices by liquidity, they have more than 200 bitcoins. So all the money is waiting at 70s, and we have a 69K dollars. So basically the previous all-time high in the last bull run, and that suddenly is high probability, right? Because now we lost a lot of important supports. We'll have the bounce, in my opinion, and the thing is gonna be if after the bounce is gonna be hard enough to make us go up again, or we go into this area to the all-time high, to retest the all-time high. And then if we retest the all-time high, maybe we have the big bounce. But right now we are in the middle of the game. In yesterday's video, we were saying we have this symmetrical triangle that it probably is gonna break down and is gonna bring us to 72. And right now, so we have just opening the markets, we have a hammer from the Standard & Poor's. Seems that we have a hammer candle right now, so that's good. So we have here all the job openings, inflation rates. So this week is gonna be volatile. Hopefully the inflation is good data and we can have the bounce. But right now, let's go for the liquidity, because all the money right now is in the 70s, and we are about not yet 1 hour, but almost 1 hour from the Wall Street opening, and the liquidity is in the 70s. So let's go for it. The good news is, like, we need the bounce now. So let's see if we're going to 94 to liquidate all the shorts, and then it's gonna try the 69, or we're gonna have a small bounce and go for this 72. So right now, what is the money? Brutally, we have a 78 bounce. That's pretty clear. 78 with 400 bitcoins, and 77 890 with 400 bitcoins. So we have a bounce in 78. That's pretty clear. That's that's gonna happen, because it's a lot of money. Something really brutal should have. The 78 for sure. This next 24 hours is gonna be a support. That's pretty sure. For the next 24 hours, in my opinion, that's a lot of money. It's almost $500 million. That will be an extraordinary volume. But it's true that we have the 72, and maybe it's this week, maybe it's next week. We don't know when, but the risk is there. Look, the order book is brutal today. So as last week we were mentioning that there wasn't volume in the order book, today is brutal. Today is brutal, the amount of money. That's good and bad. It's good because there is a lot of money to buy Bitcoin, but it's bad because they are in the 70s. So that means that the price, I don't want to smile, of Bitcoin can go to the 70s, right? And that's not nice. I'm gonna today place the top 20, because it's quite the top 11 is with more than 200 bitcoins. So today there is a lot of liquidity in the order book. It's quite impressive. Let me put, sorry, yes, okay, because I want to check that the streaming is going well. So, and even we have the 69. So, in my opinion, and just is my opinion about the budget the whales have for the next 24 hours. And also we can see the traders are coming back. Traders are coming back because we see a lot of volume today. We can go to the traditional website of Transfer Money Community and we see $31 billion in the last 24 hours, almost 7 million trades. So that means there were a lot of whales in these mini whales, because just two big ones that we saw in Twitter of the Transfer Money Community. And let me check if there is a new one, but I don't think so. We are, yeah. So we have two whales that they sold hardly Bitcoins, and maybe we have a problem with internet connection. Anyway, here you have also the Twitter in case you want to follow. Most people probably is coming from Twitter. Okay, so let's go for it. And then even if we're talking about the numbers and where to move, it's always impressive how quickly the market can move. And again, every day we say the same. It depends on the budget of the wealth, right? And how the retail market reacts. So, I mean, for the price, because just it's taking liquidity from the dollar side or from the Bitcoin side, right? These are dollars that they want to be converted to Bitcoins, and these are Bitcoins that they want to be converted to dollars. And these are the passive investors. And these ones, the ones that they move, basically they are desperate, aggressive sellers, aggressive people that immediately need to sell Bitcoin for whatever reason, we don't know. And then for that reason, we have this drop, right? Because a lot of people sold in Binance Bitcoins. And this soon we'll have in the new system of the Transfer Money Community that we'll talk a little bit later. So we have already 5,000 prices. I think we can start with this. We don't have the 769 now, but look at this. Yesterday we had like, and we can see it here in the 72.5. Is it a little bit lower? 72.5 is this one? Yes, 72.5. Yesterday we had 670 millions accumulated. Yes, in dollars, yes. And today we have a little bit less, but in quantity, in that price, we have more. It's like we had yesterday 61 millions. Now there is even more money, from 800 Bitcoins to 961. So the 70s are there. Now, the point for me is how it's going to recover the RSI from this axe move. And it depends how hard, because now the next big opportunity, in my opinion, is going to be here, around this area of 84, 85. And we're going to see it in the order book probably here. So here have to be the next decision if we're going to correct or we're going to pump, right? That's going to be the next big decision. Here, yesterday, we were mentioning if it's going to go down or it's going to go up hard, and decide to go down, right? And now the point is, when they're going to go to liquidate the shorts at 94, it's going to be here or it's going to be in the 70s, low 70s. So let's go for how much money it costs to the whales to move the price. And for the recent experience we have with the volume normally they move every day, we can have an approximation of normal nominal volume they can move, or nominal budget they have to move the price of Bitcoin, then the hard budget, meaning like extreme day, and super extreme day, liquidation day, let's say. So we want to check that 3 areas or regions where the whales have budget, right? And then we try to make our strategy based on that. So yesterday we had this region like nominal, and we had that from here, the price was here. So that was almost 24 hours opening Standard & Poor's, and today we we started streaming a little bit later because I had some issues with internet. But 24 hours in this region in nominal volume for or nominal budget, expend budget or money from the whales, right? So today we're gonna see this next three. But every day it passes now, in my opinion, the squeeze of liquidation for shorts is gonna increase. So let's go for it. I would like to see this 350 million. So this is the most probable price for the next 24 hours, in my opinion. Budget, $350 million in a normal situation. You see, yesterday here we had 350 million that they expend. So this is the accumulated volume, how much they have to sell, almost 5,000 Bitcoins to bring the price to $78,000. So that's a nominal budget they expend, right? So this will be the most probable price, 78, in case they decide to bring down the price, right? Oh shit. Here we have 66 with a lot of money, 52,700,000. So it's fucking incredible how they can change the sentiment, right? We have all the news from China, Russia with the military training, and we have a lot of news that from one side we have a lot of good news from Bitcoin that is getting adopted by countries, and we have good news like maybe in Thailand even they start to use the stable coins USDT. But also we have the war tension, the tariff, etc. Right? So always we have this good thing, right? Because we have movements in the market, but if you are in a spot, it's quite how to say, uncomfortable to see your numbers going smaller, right? But this is crypto and it's brutal. So we have the 78 that now they get stronger. So for me, this is the big number. 78 is for the next 24 hours for sure, be a strong support. But as you can see in the order book right now, the 70s are on the plate. For the next 24 hours, maybe not, but for this week, they are on the plate. And if we check the people that want to sell Bitcoins, there is not liquidity. So the bounce right now can be brutal. So they can bring the price with a nominal expending between 85 and 95, like this. Super cheap for them to bring the price to 85 or 95. So we have to be very careful with that because they are not sellers. Everyone is going to buy. So the 70s is for the global markets a cheap price to buy Bitcoin in the 70s. So in the 60s also is 66. Look this price. See, this price probably is 66,666 probably, because here we have a rounding. Yes, you see? What the fuck, man? You see, we have this price we didn't have for a very long time. So now we know who is bringing down the price of Bitcoin, the 66666 in the top 2 position with 52 million. That's fucking insane. That's insane. Anyway, let's go. So we have the 78, no warranty, but is the $1 billion to bring to the 6666. It's crazy. Okay, so the 78 is almost for sure is gonna bounce. Not bounce, support. Bounce is high probability, but look, we have these two that in fact I'm gonna place also because this is important that there are two So it's very strong support at 78. And for me, that's a good opportunity to buy, especially if it's in the next 24 hours, because the market is oversold. Not super mega strong, because now we have a small bounce in 1 hour, 4 hours is oversold. RSI, weekly, daily also, and weekly is neutral. So it's still not done. But I think 78 is a good price. It start to be good prices, right? We have to do the DCA or whatever, but this is what it is, right? It's a good price. 78 is a very good price to buy, and we have support. So that will be for the nominal high value of budget, right? 78. Great. So then we have a grid, 75, 76, 73, 76. But what I want to mark is this one, 72 and 666, that this is basically a signal, $1.1 billion to bring the price to 666. So that's for me just a signal. It's a signature of who is doing this. And the other one is gonna be the 72. We have 72,500. That is this one, right? And then we have the 72 in the top 3 with a lot of volume. So these ones are for the week, right? It's a target that we say that a lot of people see this target, like 72 is from basically what we were mentioning yesterday, that is breaking this pattern, right? And the price is going to the 72. So that's possible for this week. The data from tomorrow and obviously all the news are gonna decide if but at the end, the news and the war and everything is designed exactly from the same people, right? The 66666. And then they can say, we go into war, we don't go into war, we're doing this, we're doing that. Okay, let's go for the price. I don't want to change the topic. So, and then in the middle, we have the 75, 75, 73. So there is a grid, basically, between these two, right? So we have 78 until 72 is a grid, because we have this one, 600 millions. So there is a grid. 75, 76 is a grid, basically. So we have support 78 and grid until 72, 500, right? And then we have this crazy number down here. That's what the whales are planning to do, right? This is in the budget of the whales, and basically is one scenario. The question that I don't know how to extract the data is when is better for them to go to liquidate, to squeeze short. So to liquidate the shorts right now. I don't know if now it's cheaper than bringing to the 78. I don't know exactly that situation. But what we know, 78 is a strong support. Down 78, everything is good to buy, in my opinion, to 72, because we don't know where they're gonna do the bounce. Obviously, 72 is the best price, but we don't know if they're gonna bring it to 72, right? But that's the target from this symmetrical triangle that is basically continuation of the downtrend, right? So yeah, that's the situation. 78 bounce, 78 bounce in the worst case. Not the worst case, but in a normal hard situation, 78 is bounce, right? Okay, so we have that. The volume is still increasing. And then for the resistance, we don't have resistance. Look, here we have 900 Bitcoins, $69 million for that price, 72.5. But from the other side, we have 88 Bitcoins, 8 million. It's not 10 times more volume, but almost. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear. The region is 95, 94, 85, 84. So that's the two region we're talking about right now. But we don't have to forget that this is without volume. It's not very strong volume in the prices. So yeah, I think obviously the most probable scenario is 80, 84, 85. That's the most probable scenario. In case of something is super bullish, can go to 94, 95, right? So obviously that will be 18%. That 95, 94, that will be probably, I will be, in my opinion, take a partial profits, right? Because we're still down this trend line that was quite important coming from August 2024, right? So it's this trend line. Maybe we can strengthen down. No, it's from August 2024, and we lost that trend line that it was important. So hard situation, but big opportunities because we have in the horizon high volatility. And I would like to go, if you are okay with that, to Solana. I don't know how it's going to change this, but I would like to go to Solana. Let me check for the comments in YouTube. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers and all the new likes in all the platforms. So activate subtitles. I need to do that. Yeah, I cannot do it now, but I will check for that, David. Okay, so we have that. Solana was brutal. Ethereum had a small bounce at $2,000. Congratulations, everyone, because you had here a very nice bounce for the people that yesterday took the long. We had, let me check very fast. Ethereum, this is the new prototype for the website. I hope soon I can share with all the premium people. If you want to be premium, you can go to the traditional website, transcend.money. And so here we have beautiful. We lost yesterday. We were here. We lost the first support after 1, 2, 3 hours of trying, and then we were fighting with the second support, 190 million. Obviously, this was for scalping, as we mentioned, because the whales, they need to expend $79 million to bring down the price there. And then we had this second support at 2000 that they need to spend 190 million. That normally that's a nominal volume for the whales. And obviously we had the bounce and we fight with the support as resistance. And then we went back again to this support, right? Of the 2000 that yesterday we were mentioning, that was a good opportunity to enter long. So that was for Ethereum from yesterday. And now let's check, what do we have? 10,000 is, wow, there is a lot of volume also in the buyer side. So now what is happening is like the prices are gonna go soon to the region of oversold or cheap price, and people is gonna start to buy, right? It's gonna be in one specific price, or it's gonna be in a grid of prices. We'll see. The market decide. But right now we have lower prices, yes. So if we have to go to 190 million, it's gonna be $1,955. So since this could be the around 2, yeah, is 196 or 1.85 the region, because it's around 200 million. So I'm gonna place these two. I know that it's a big jump. It's between 3.8% and 9%, but this is what the between 190 million and 220 million, that could be the region of one overshoot in case the whales still pushing the price down. And then for the next week, during the week, I think we are on risk 200, even, yeah, 1000. So I'm gonna place these three. Is we have the 1555, 1.75, that these two are the bearish from Bitcoin, like 70s lowers. I think the 1.55 for Ethereum is the 72 for Bitcoin, and then 1.70, this is 1.9, yes, 1.55, and 1, this is 1,850, this is 1,800, and this is 1.7, and then we have this crazy one. So there's a brutal grid, and but let's see, these two is 190 million, 200 million. This is the ones I believe. Let's say, to simplify, 1950 and 1900, the region where we can have a overshoot of Ethereum. And from the seller's perspective or resistance, there is not so much liquidity, but the budget will be even 2.55. The overshoot can go to 2.55, 2,550, can go there, because it's $180 million. So we are ready for a big bounce at any point. And so I want to mention that, right? So they have to spend $183 million to bring the price to $2,550. And if they expand it to bring down the price, the whales, I mean, that will be to 1,960. So with, let's say, 180 million, they can buy to bring down the price to $3.8%, and to go up with the same money, with $180 million, they can bring the price up 25%. So this is what I mean, that there is not liquidity for the sellers. So with $180 million, the whales, they can decide to bring down the price of Ethereum to 1.96, okay? Or to bring down Ethereum to 2.55, 2,550. With the same money, they can bring down the price 3% or 25% up. So this is what they can do with the price of Ethereum, the whales. Or bring it here, or bring it here. How brutal is that? It's nice to see the order book, because now we know which is the range the whales, they can buy the price. They can buy to move the price, right? Great. So let's go now for Solana. That Solana has been a little bit harder than other coins for today. Let me know in the comments down below how many people is in Solana now trading. And I'm gonna explain you also my current strategy. So from yesterday, we have, here was the prevision. We saw that we had a very strong grid. So this was a scalping, 20 million. And then the range of $100 million, that is nominal volume, they spend the whales, was this region. So they didn't sell too much. In fact, Solana during all the 24 hours from yesterday that we were here, we were in the second support, $65 million, so about nominal. And then just right now, opening a Standard & Poor's, they bring down to the third support. In fact, I think we didn't touch, but almost. And so I had entering my grid, right? I have my grid here that I showed you yesterday. So I had entries 138.26, 125.4, and I have 119.57, 114.01, 108.71, right? So these are my entries. And right now I'm in the second one, 125.4 from today. So my average price is 131.83 right now. And I will show you later that on Bitunix, that seems that right now is my favorite exchange because I really like the interface. But I also have to tell you, and you have the in the comments down below all the links if you want to open a Bitunix account that no KYC, any country you can trade crypto. But Mexc right now has zero fees for Solana and Cardano, and zero for all the coins in futures maker, and just 0.02. So it's super cheap to trade in Mexc because don't have fees. But also we see, because Mexc want to be the number one exchange in volume, what we see, and this is interesting because they change the fees every month. So when Mexc bring down the fees, we can expect the markets go down. More than the markets go down, the traders don't trade so much. That means low liquidity and means prices go down in most of the cases, right? So I will show you now my positions. Right now, I have average price 131.83. Liquidation will be 119.29, but I have the entry at 119.57, a little bit higher, just in case. I could adjust a little bit, but it's okay. And as you know, Bitunix is going to be our exchange for the trading bots. Also, as you know, I like a lot how they place all the information in the chart. And this is basically the situation I have right now. And here I have almost liquidated the third one. So 119.57 is going to be my next entry, right? Okay, so let's go for the order book. What do we have? Which levels we have today? Let me check. The stream is going well. And let's go for the prices of, yeah, seems everything is going well. So the prices right now. Oof. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna organize this by dollars, this also by dollars, and it's not nice for the next week, right? In fact, what the fuck is going on? Because you know, for me, 20,000 Solanas is enough to be a relevant support. And we have lows hundreds. We have low hundreds. So maybe after the bounce, it's not so bad idea to place a short in Solana. We have to wait for the bounce, how hard it's going to be. But right now, what I'm seeing is like the 115, 119, that's even in the nominal, so we can reach that in the next 24 hours because it's not even 100 million. 100 million is 95, 130. So in a very exceptional amount of volume, they can reach 95. in a spike. So that's a problem because my grid that doesn't protect me for the 95. So I have to recheck my liquidity, because to be protected from the 95, I will need at least this one. So I need to place up to 32 Solanas, because I'm 10x. Will be 320 Solanas on the market. So 10 Solanas, but will be a 95. 10 Solanas will be $1,000 and 30 will be $3,000. So it's a lot of liquidity that I have to put in order to be protected from liquidation at 95. So hopefully we have a bounce before, and then opportunity to place a stop loss with warranty gains, right? Because right now I have a margin of 10%. That is very little. It's really little. 108. No, sorry. This is my liquidation price entry. So that means 108 will be this one. So my average price will be 119. Liquidation price 108. I will enter 108. My average price will be 114. Liquidation price 103.65. So 103.65 is my liquidation of all my grid right now. 103.65. 103.65. Sorry, let me place this order. Also, maybe it's interesting for you. 103.65. Around here. This is my liquidation region. If I don't place more liquidity on the trade. Wow, interesting, because maybe they want to try to push the price below 100 to scare everyone, and then to have a very crazy bounce. Because what I believe is, if they bring the price of Bitcoin to the 70 low, especially 79, the price is, maybe we start the alt season, because then we'll reset all the RSIs. The weekly RSI is already below neutral in the RSI. In daily is almost oversold. In 4 hours is oversold. In 1 hour is oversold. So if they make a spike down to the 70s lows, the price of Bitcoin is going to have a lot of push, a lot, because we can see there is a lot of liquidity in everywhere in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. So what is interesting is, like, in the resistance is not so well, but again, this is there is no liquidity, and then 100 million, they can bring the price to the moon, even it's not in the top 10. So 180 is just $50 million, so it's super cheap. So there is no resistance now. So what it means, two things: that the price is going to go down, and then the bounce can be important. So the grid right now is 150, 180, 145, and 126. That's the grid. So obviously the 125 is scalping, right? But there are two positions, 125.9, 125. So it's gonna be strong. So we have here and how beautiful is it? The order book is telling all the story. So this 125 is this resistance that is super clear on the chart, and then we have The next one, that is this big resistance, is in the region of 150, and then the 180 finally is not a lot of volume, but the 180 is in the top 10. That, you know, is very important for Solana, because is the resistance we have, or was the resistance that we were talking about, that if we break that, is going to be very powerful. But we did an M pattern and we went down. So now let's see if finally we go into this support that we were, that we were talking about for so many days. And then here is where we can break the pattern. And it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. Because if we break this pattern again, I know that always I'm going a little bit further in the future, but if we break this pattern, that is a kind of symmetrical triangle, and is going to continue the trend that is uptrend. This is coming from November 2021. Then Solana can go to the $2,000. Solana can go to the $2,000. And some people is going to say, yeah, but no, it's a lot. I think can go to the $2,000, especially if, for example, Thailand start to accept USDT. If you want to move USDT, Solana is one of the best networks right now, in my opinion. You can argue anything. And the USDT, Trump, in the first summit of crypto in the White House, Trump, the President Donald Trump, he said, we're gonna make the dollar strong again, and we're gonna do it through the stable coin in crypto, because then they can overjump all the systems, traditional systems, right? And anyone in the world can pay with USDT, right? Because with a Solana wallet, in 5 minutes you install the Solana wallet and you can start to pay with USDT. And who knows if maybe the USDT or USDC, whatever, is going to be the asset that is going to create the crypto forex, where the other fiat currencies are going to be pegged with the USDT in the crypto forex. And the crypto forex can be easily in Solana, but maybe it's going to be in a centralized exchange, right? So maybe they're going to be not hybrid, how they call, synthetic fiat currencies based on forex and the USDT. So you can go to any country and pay with Solana in the fiat currency from that country, right? I don't know. That's a speculation, but that will be a situation where I can see Solana at $2,000 if the world goes to blockchain systems, because there are a lot of countries that the banks doesn't work well in Asia, Africa. So I think that can be, especially in a recession or something like very strong, where the fiat currency is collapsing in value, or you have inflation or whatever you want to call it, then it can be the situation. So let me see the comments about my $2,000 price for Solana. But the point here is going to be so crazy, like we're going to go below 100 first. That's what I think is going to happen. 90s. That's what I think. And you tell me it's crazy, maybe, but we were at $7 in 2022, $8, let's say, and we went to $300. So that's 3,600% up, right? So how much in percentage is from here to here? 500%. Okay, in market cap can be a lot, but they're planning to cut the minting of coins 80%. So I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. So first, a little bit of pain, to take out everyone, like here, This was also brutal. Huh? This was also brutal. This was 96% down from 250 to $8. How brutal is crypto, man? It's brutal, brutal. So there we go. Standard & Poor's. We have a support. We have a support here. Hopefully we can take the support and we do a bounce and then we'll see what happens. But I hope I can exit my position before it's going too low. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so let me check how is the Twitter. Let me remind you all the links. So if you go into basically YouTube, you have all the links down below if you want. So maybe Binks. So we don't have, we have just Mexc and Binks. I didn't place it yet in the English channel, but you can find it in the Spanish channel. If not, I will put again here because Bitunix is new. It's the one that we want to use for the trading bot. Let's see if I recover. No, it's still not working. Wow. I don't know what happened today with internet here. Okay, so we were lucky that the streaming was more or less okay, I hope. And I wish you all very good luck with your positions because this market is brutal. Health, wealth, and love, and see you in the next stream.